Welcome to Drunk Bible Study. This show's mission is to read every single word of the greatest story ever told. A warning to our listeners, the hosts of this show are sinners, but they're doing their best. There will be drinking and there may be some swears. They did say they'd try to keep it clean, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
I'm Emily, and this is Drunk Bible Study, where my good friends Dedeker and Jace teach me, a born and raised atheist, all about the Bible. I just want to start off and say that tomorrow, if my calculations are correct, tomorrow is Good Friday, right?
Yeah. The goodest Friday ever around.
But really, though, Good Friday means that, that's the day that Jesus died. Awkward. How is that good?
Boy, I mean, it's hard to get into that without
spoiling some of the whole Jesus story, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming it's good because all of our sins are atoned for. Yay, or something.
Pretty much got it.
That's probably
okay.
That's probably what
I'm sure when we get there, we'll look into the history of how that name came about and stuff, because I have no idea why it's called that. Actually,
is there Sacrificial Saturday or no?
It's Good Friday, Sacrificial Sunday, or Sacrificial Saturday, and then Sweet Sunday is
Palm Sunday's
Easter.
The week before.
What is Palm Sunday? What does that mean?
Well, so that's another part of the Jesus story.
Oh.
That's palm related.
Yeah, he kind of told...
this palm or this palm? Or
he told the Pharisees to talk to the hand, and so we call it Palm Sunday because... just kidding. It's not that.
Wait, it is this palm? It's the palm that is
like the trees
I'm looking at outside of my window?
Yeah, those.
Yeah, it is a palm like a palm frond.
Okay.
And... usually in church, you do some kind of ritual involving the palm fronds. In the Catholic Church, those palm fronds are then burnt, and they're the ashes that are used for Ash Wednesday the next year.
Okay, and is Ash Wednesday what happened yesterday?
No, Ash Wednesday is the day after Mardi Gras.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's the beginning of Lent.
Okay. And is Lent happened 40 days before...
Easter.
Jesus.
Before Easter.
Okay.
Before Easter. Yes. Easter's the end of Lent.
This is Jesus's big moment. Okay, cool. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, this is his season for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you basically have this, you got Christmas, and then you got, Lent that happens, and then you got Easter. So that's kind of the season.
Yes.
Okay, cool. This is very exciting.
And then we take a break, and then that's when there's trades and drafts and things like that. And then next season, we'll see who the star quarterback for Jesus is and all that kind of stuff.
Spoiler alert. Star quarterback for Jesus is definitely going to be Jesus.
It's still Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait a minute, is Jesus the team, or is he the former? He's like Tom Brady. He never goes away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but we're getting ahead of ourselves because today we're starting up a new book of Micah.
Yes, Micah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know anything at all about Micah?
Nah, I just know that it's a thing that you can pick up regularly, in the desert in Tucson. But that's it. I don't know anything about the dude.
Yeah, I don't know either. I looked up a little bit, and maybe we'll talk about it later. But basically, just to give you timeline-wise, because that's usually the question we start with.
Yes, thank you.
He was roughly 750 to 700 BCE.
Okay.
So
50 to 700. Okay.
A little bit on the earlier side compared to some of the other prophets that we've been reading.
Okay.
Because I think our most, the latest that we got was, I think, even getting close to 500.
Oh, wow.
Right? I think Jeremiah was getting closer to 500 or so.
Okay.
Maybe 550 or something like that. So 560 maybe.
Is Jeremiah the one that is the closest to AD birth thing?
Oh my God.
I think he was the latest.
Emily's so hung up on when Jesus is going to enter the scene.
Well, isn't that how all of time it revolves around or something?
All of time, it's true. All of time revolves around the birth of Christ.
I'm sure some people think that.
No, when we do finally do the switch over to the New Testament, we're going to have to do a big old, maybe we'll do a big old Y2K themed party.
Oh, cool.
To celebrate.
How fun. That sounds awesome. Lovely.
Hopefully our stream doesn't crash because the year reaches 0 and the computer doesn't know how to handle it. Yeah, it's going to be a mess.
Exactly. That's exciting. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken as well, Job is even closer, like even further in time, even later.
No, Job was earlier
Job was the
than
earliest,
anybody.
in theory.
Well,
yes.
Job was earlier, but read him later technically, but we read him in order, in chronological order.
Yes.
Yes, because when we started this, we were doing that chronological thing that we have since abandoned.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. And we were like, nah.
It would have involved too much jumping back and forth between books. So we decided to do it this way instead.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we don't know much about Micah. So today is going to be probably an audition day for figuring out who we're going to cast.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
Based on the information, personality that we get.
Mm-hmm.
We have a very long list of headshots of people that we want to bring in. But
do we?
Encourage our audience to keep your ears open.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. I keep a running list of celebrities that have yet to be cast.
Yeah.
People's agents are constantly calling us, being like, when's the next book? Can I get my guy in to read? It's just constant.
Right. Do you have a role?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of options. So we can just kind of go in with an open mind and think about who might be perfect for this role.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Also, what are you two drinking?
Yeah, so I picked up a wine. I've realized there's this pattern of anytime I'm in like a grocery store or a liquor store or anything with alcohol, if I just happen to spot any vaguely biblically themed name for a thing, I just buy it. So for today, we have a wine called Our Daily Red.
Oh,
I think I've had it on the show before.
I've drank that.
Oh, you've had it too. Okay, great. Yeah.
It's a vegan wine, and it's also...
Ooh, that's fun.
I think it's like low sulfite and it's organic. Yeah, I can see the organic label on there.
Yeah. So, Our Daily Red.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's fine. It's for a drunk Bible study, it's fine.
It's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, it's perfectly reasonable for a drunk Bible study wine.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had it. It's fine. Yeah, just the lack of sulfites does make a difference.
It's true. Sulfites are just apparently really delicious is what I've learned.
They are, even though they're not great for you. Yes. Lovely. I continued my herbaceous theme. This is a cornucopia of a lot of things. I was like, this is not going to taste that good, and it tastes amazing. So I'm really pleased and proud of myself. But it's a take on a blueberry mojito. I didn't have any mint, so instead I used basil. And then I also wanted to like up the herbaceous content even more. So I used my rosemary simple syrup from last week.
Nice.
And then lime juice and rum and a little bit of Topo Chico on top. And wow, boy howdy, it's amazing. I love it.
It looks gorgeous as usual.
Why, thank you.
Even for a chaos drink.
Well, it's always, in my wonderful glasses that you made me. So thank you, as always. That's all that I use now.
Great.
And it's a good time. All right, so this is going to be a 2-part day, right? Or 2 days of Micah.
Yes.
We're doing the first day today.
Yep.
What are we reading?
Today we're reading Micah chapters 1 through 4, and then next week we're going to do 5, 6, and 7.
Cool.
To end that out. And it's pretty short chapters today. So this may end up being a shorter episode. We'll see how much random other shit we end up talking about during it.
Yeah.
And then
knowing us.
Yeah. This is also an exciting day because we've finally reached Psalm 100. So
how many are there? I've asked this before.
300 something. There's a lot more to go.
Okay.
Yeah. But we've hit 100, which is a milestone.
Yeah.
So 100 and then 101. And I like the idea of Psalms 101. We could maybe have a course on it.
Ooh, How to Psalm by David.
Please don't ask us to do a quiz between 1 to 101 because that's just asking for trouble. Who knows?
I cannot even imagine what a Psalms quiz would be like because it's just like, what could it could be anything.
Yeah.
Right?
It could truly be anything, like any just random crap detail in the middle of one of the Psalms.
Right.
For one of the questions.
So many, and they're all so different from each other and also so similar to each other that it would be really hard to know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I'm ready to get to know this Micah boy.
Okay, Micah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. So today, we're going to be reading chapters 1 through 4 of Micah. As we get started, we would like to remind everyone to read responsibly and drink responsibly.
You can drink along with us, or you can listen while you're in the car.
But please do not do both at the same time.
And with that, Micah, chapter 1. The word of Yahweh that came to Micah, the Morashite. In the days of Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, which he saw concerning Samaria and Jerusalem. Okay, so he's going to be prophesying against Samaria and Jerusalem. And yes, Sam in the chat, thank you. I also thought more ass tight when I read that. Hear, you peoples, all of you, listen, O earth, and all that is therein, and let the Lord Yahweh be witness against you, the Lord from his holy temple. For behold, Yahweh comes forth out of his place, and will come down and tread on the high places of the earth. I imagine the rocks just like slamming open the screen door.
Yeah.
Exactly. His big feet.
Oh, it gets better. The mountains melt under him, and the valleys split apart like wax before the fire, like waters that are poured down a steep place.
Okay.
Like a
we
mountain,
could maybe say a waterfall, but that would be a little too on the nose.
Or a hill. Okay.
Water slide, maybe.
There you go.
All right. And now we have some quotations. All this is for the disobedience of Jacob and for the sins of the house of Israel. What is the okay. Started drinking that sulfite-free wine a little too fast. What is the disobedience of Jacob? Isn't it Samaria? And what are the high places of Judah? Aren't they Jerusalem? Therefore, I will make Samaria like a rubble heap of the field, like places for planting vineyards.
Quick note. I just have to point out anytime Eugene throws in sex and religion shrines, and this is happening again. So
where did he do it? Oh, the sins of the house? Or what did he call it?
He said, just look at Samaria. Isn't it obvious? And all the sex and religion shrines in Judah? Isn't Jerusalem responsible? So that was verse 5 there.
Is it?
Okay.
Are they responsible?
I mean, I think if a sex and religion shrine is found in your jurisdiction,
it's your fault.
Blood is on your hands.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
Of course.
Blood and all kinds of other bodily fluids are on your hands.
Okay.
Where was I?
6.
And I will pour down its stones into the valley, and I will uncover its foundations. All her idols will be beaten to pieces, and all her temple gifts will be burned with fire, and all her images I will destroy. For of the hire of a prostitute has she gathered them, and to the hire of a prostitute shall they return. That's a little bit different from ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I don't understand what the hire of a prostitute means. Like the wages of a prostitute, like the cost of hiring a prostitute.
What does Eugene say?
Yeah, Eugene kind of clarifies here. He says, all the sticks and stones she worshipped as gods were destroyed. These were her earrings from her life as a whore. This is what happens to the fees of a whore.
Okay.
Oh, why am I so shocked every time he drops the word whore? I don't know why. It hits me.
She's a whore. It's from Sopranos. Goodness, he loves it.
Okay, so they're earrings.
Yeah, maybe he was watching a lot of Sopranos while he was writing this in the 90s.
Yeah, it was in the 90s, so there you go.
For this... Oh, and that was end quote after the earrings.
Okay.
Good.
Earrings of a whore. For this I will lament and wail. I will go stripped and naked. I will howl like the jackals and moan like the daughters of owls.
And owl daughters.
Her wounds are incurable, for it has come even to Judah. It reaches to the gate of my people, even to Jerusalem. Don't tell it in Gath. Don't weep at all at Beth Ophrah.
I was like at Beth Oprah.
In parentheses, it says Beth Ophrah means literally house of dust.
Okay.
I have rolled myself in the dust like a chinchilla. That was my note.
Oh my gosh. I was like, I'm sorry.
That's just what chinchillas do, but...
What? We're like chinchillas indigenous to this region.
Actually, I think chinchillas are indigenous to the Middle East.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are from volcanic deserty regions.
Oh.
Anyway, I have rolled myself in the dust. Pass on, inhabitant of Shafir, in nakedness and shame. The inhabitant of Zaanan won't come out. The wailing of Beth Ezel will take from you his protection. For the inhabitant of Marath waits anxiously for good, because evil has come down from Yahweh to the gate of Jerusalem. There's a lot of name dropping of names we haven't heard before.
Yeah.
But Eugene has come through. Finally, Eugene has done what we always wanted him to do. I'm going to read several verses to you.
What did he do now?
He renamed those cities based on their meanings.
Great. Oh, gosh.
Okay, check this out. Starting from verse 10. Don't gossip about this in Telltown. Don't waste your tears. In Dustville, roll in the dust.
Oh, my God.
In Alarm Town, the alarm is sounded. The citizens of Exitburg will never get out alive.
Oh.
Lament, last stand city. There is nothing in you left standing. The villagers of Bittertown wait in vain for sweet peace. Harsh judgment has come from God and entered Peace City. All you who live in Chariotville, get in your chariots for flight.
I don't know, honestly.
Strange man.
I don't think... I really liked Smoketown and Blastville when he did that back in the day.
Yeah, those were great.
Like,
those were the best.
These are just kind of okay.
Chariotville is kind of funny.
I thought, Exitburg and Chariotville were both pretty good.
Yeah.
But does this imply that in the original text, this author was trying to be super clever with his wordplay?
I wonder.
Based on the names of the towns.
Oh, that's cute.
I mean, they did have those meanings. So yeah, maybe this is more accurate to the vibe.
Yeah, so is Micah basically like a dad?
Oh.
Yeah, who's authoring all these random books?
Well, Micah, supposedly.
Who's a quintessential dad? Ray Romano? Maybe Ray Romano plays Micah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's doing anything these days.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, we'll bring him in. We'll see.
Yeah,
let's bring him in. Let's bring him in and see. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right, Ray. Welcome. I know we're kind of already halfway through production, but you seem like a flexible guy. Let's just see you read. Just stop into our trailer really quick and
totally.
Let's see what you got. Harness the chariot to the swift steed, inhabitant of Lachish. She was the beginning of sin to the daughter of Zion. For the transgressions of Israel were found in you. Therefore, you will give a parting gift to Moresheth-gath. The houses of Achzib will be a deceitful thing to the kings of Israel. I will yet bring to you, inhabitant of Mareshah, he who is the glory of Israel will come to Adullam. Shave your heads and cut off your hair for the children of your delight. Enlarge your baldness like the vulture, for they have gone into captivity from you. Well, that was wackadoo.
Yeah, I can already tell that this quiz is going to be rough because there's so many. It's like, which one of these cities didn't occur in Micah?
Yeah, you're right.
Was it Chariotville or was it Pineapple Town?
Yeah. All right, that was it for the first chapter. Yeah. That was the longest chapter in Micah so far. All the rest of them are going to be shorter.
The only chapter also.
Yes, I'm saying it was. I looked at all of these and it's 16 verses. The rest of them are like 13. They're really quick.
Okay, wow.
So let's move on to number 2.
Yeah.
Woe to those who devise iniquity and work evil on their beds. Oh
my.
We all know what that means.
I think we know what's happening here.
When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Okay.
Sure. We'll go with it.
They covet fields and seize them, and houses, and take them away. And they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. I'm sorry. There's so many like random capitalizations of words that I feel like I need to emphasize it because it is and houses, even a man. I'm like, why are you capitalizing this random word? Whatever. Therefore, thus says Yahweh, behold, I am planning against these people a disaster from which you will not remove your necks, neither will you walk haughtily, for it is an evil time. In that day, they will take up a parable against you and lament with a doleful lamentation, saying, we are utterly ruined. My people's possession is divided up. Indeed, he takes it from me and assigns our fields to traitors. Therefore, you will have no one who divides land by lot in the assembly of Yahweh.
Didn't that literally just happen, though?
Did it?
In the last book that we read, where there was something about dividing up by lots, deciding who got which land. And I thought that even happened way back in the day when we were dividing up land between the 12 tribes.
I thought that they cast lots because that guy was going to go into the whale.
Oh, right. That was Jonah.
Yeah.
Jonah, the guy who went into the whale.
We cast lots for basically everything.
Okay.
They were very into gambling type games in this time.
Is that a gamble game?
Well, it wasn't just gambling, though, but we learned the priests would have a bag of basically runes.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That they
it
would
was religious
just cast
gambling.
around. It wasn't just tossing a die around. It was divination.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I want to know, like, can we cast lots today? Like, can I get a bag of whatever it is? And can we, like, cast lots in the
bag
show?
of whatever it is.
Whatever lot is. Like, is it stones or is it, like, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. I think there's a
cans of food.
There's a lot of different ways you can do it. Like the whole drawing the short straw is kind of a version of casting lots. Or rolling dice is a version of casting lots.
Yeah, you can do the I Ching.
You can, like, wishbone it. Not that I would ever do that.
You can wishbone it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of decision would you use it for?
I don't know.
Which drink to make on a DBS day?
Well, that has no consequence, really, unless, you're drinking Malort or something.
Mm-hmm.
But if you, I don't know, you have to make the drinks today. And that's like a bad thing.
Okay.
I would enjoy it, but whatever.
I was expecting a much more high stakes life decision to be on the table, but we can start small.
I mean, who makes the drinks is a pretty big deal. Okay, who pays for the drinks when you go out? I don't know.
Okay, maybe that's the bigger one. That's the bigger one. And whoever Yahweh deigns to be the one who picks up the tab.
Yeah, there you go.
Got to go through with it.
Right.
There you go.
It's not our fault. God chose it through the lots.
Yeah, it was God's wishbone.
But hold on, though. To come back to this, though, that they're talking about people are going to invade you and then divide your place up by lots. So it seems like he's maybe setting up the same thing's going to happen to you that you did to Canaan when you came here in the first place.
Oh.
So,
irony.
Right? Because remember, that's how they divvied up which tribe got what part of land was through lots. So I think he's saying, like, look, same thing's going to happen. Now you're going to get conquered.
Okay. Well, nobody likes that. Okay. Don't you prophesy?
No, Emily, prophesy.
Don't you prophesy? It doesn't change. It doesn't look different, Dedeker.
No, it doesn't look different.
So prophesy is the verb.
If it is spelled with an S, it's prophesy.
Got it.
If it's spelled with a C, it's prophecy.
So this is funny. They're like, don't you prophesy? They prophesy.
Oh, man.
Don't prophesy.
What? That's what it says?
Yeah, it says in quotes, don't you prophesy? And then unquoted, they prophesy. Like they did it anyway.
Okay, that's clever. That's fun.
And then in quotes again, don't prophesy about these things. Disgrace won't overtake us. End quote. Shall it be said, O house of Jacob? Quote, is the spirit of Yahweh angry? I mean, yeah, always. Are these his doings? Don't my words do good to him who walks blamelessly?
I mean, does
sure. You hate everyone, Yahweh.
Do you want some message?
Yes, always.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So he says, "Don't preach," say the preachers. "Don't preach such stuff. Nothing bad will happen to us." Oh yeah, we've heard this kind of thing before. Talk like this to the family of Jacob? Does God lose his temper?
Yeah.
Is this the way he acts?
Yeah.
Isn't he on the side of good people? Doesn't he help those who help themselves?
Oh.
Sounds like people are tone policing God.
Wait.
Yeah.
Isn't that a thing? God helps those who help themselves or something?
It is not. It's not a thing in the Bible at all. That's just an aphorism from our culture.
Yeah.
Except for
right here.
His butt just said it.
Yeah.
Well, in this translation, yes.
But you're saying in the real translations or what, Dedeker? Because this is a translation.
It's a paraphrase.
I'm just saying
it's
a paraphrase, but it's not actually in the Bible.
Okay, whatever. Okay. 8. But lately my people have risen up as an enemy. You strip the robe and clothing from those who pass by without a care, returning from battle. You drive the women of my people out from their pleasant houses. From their young children, you take away my blessing forever.
Boy.
I mean, why? I don't know. What's happening?
This is bad. This is bad stuff.
What are they doing? What's so bad that they're doing?
The same shit that they always do,
Yeah.
which is like marrying other people from other tribes and worshiping their gods and lighting incense and sex and religion shrines. It never changes.
Got it. Okay, cool.
I get the impression, though, that we're also coming along back to something that some of the other prophets have gotten into, which is that like you're exploiting the poor and the needy and whatever too.
Oh, okay.
Because I think that's that whole thing about them saying, they're the ones saying, well, doesn't, God help those who help themselves? It's like, shouldn't we just be looking out for number one? And he's like, no, you're a jerk. I think that's what he's saying.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like God's just constantly angry. He is, though, kind of.
I mean, well, we've also been reading the sort of the same time period over and over again with slightly different points of view. So yeah, this was a time he was very angry and lots of people reported on it.
Yeah, exactly. They're just reporting on the same thing over and over again. Basically, that's their job, to report on how angry God is. Mm-hmm. But the question is, did anything actually ever happen? We don't know.
I mean, we do know they got conquered, so that happened.
That's the only thing that happened.
That hasn't happened yet at this point.
But that's a big thing. Exactly. At this point, it didn't happen.
Okay, cool. We got to keep this moving.
Arise and depart. For this is not your resting place because of uncleanliness that destroys, even with a grievous destruction. If a man walking in a spirit of falsehood lies, I will prophesy to you of wine and of strong drink.
Oh, that's a prophecy I can get behind.
Okay, yeah.
He would be the prophet of this people. I will surely assemble Jacob, all of you. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as the sheep of Bozrah, as a flock in the midst of their pasture. They will swarm with people.
Oh. So Eugene says, I'll get them together in one place, like sheep in a fold.
Oh,
little sheepy
and we
fold.
love sheepy foldies. Yeah, it's been a long time since we heard about them.
It's like we're playing the Mario origami game, and it's like I just want to origami a sheep, and then it would be a sheepfold.
Yeah, fold them up into
1,000-fold sheep. Yes. He who breaks open the way goes up before them. They break through the gate and go out, and their king passes on before them with Yahweh at their head.
Sweet.
That's it.
Great. Love it.
Cool.
Okay, great.
Right.
All right. Before we go on, we're going to take a quick break to talk about some ways that you can support this show. Number one is tell your friends about it and come to the live shows. They're tons of fun. We love doing them. Right now, you can get all the information you need to see us live at drunkbiblestudy.com/live. And we would love to see you here. Or if you're not able to listen live, we would love it if you could just tell your friends and have fun listening parties at home. We have a blast doing this show, and we hope that you enjoy it as well. And if the show is something you appreciate and you want to help support us in being able to continue doing this and paying our hosting fees and things like that, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. As a thank you, we have things like early releases of episodes, personal toasts on the show, Emily's drink recipes, along with pictures in our Patreon group. And we would just really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. And we're back. All right, continuing on with Micah 3. I said, please listen, you heads of Jacob and rulers of the house of Israel. Isn't it for you to know justice? You who hate the good and love the evil, who tear off their skin and their flesh from their bones?
Yuck.
God, that escalated very quickly.
I'm watching Hannibal right now, and this reminds me of that.
I was going to say, this is very Silence of the Lambs.
There you go. Hannibal.
Who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin from off them and break their bones and chop them in pieces as for the pot and as flesh within the cauldron. Whoa.
God, Micah, you really did not have to go this intense. I'm kind of regretting bringing in Ray Romano for this.
Yeah, man.
Seriously.
Now I'm kind of like, maybe Mads Mikkelsen would be good for this role.
Who is that? I can't picture.
Have we put him in there yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Who is that?
He's Hannibal in Hannibal.
Oh, okay, of course. Got it.
Yeah, you've seen Casino Royale. He's the main baddie in that movie.
Yeah. Okay, I just pulled him up. I see who you're talking about now.
He's very atmospheric looking. Yeah, he's great. He's hot.
What a not compliment.
That's funny.
I hope no one tells me that I look atmospheric.
Not looking. It's more just like that he exudes presence in a way.
Like he oozes it.
You know, it's funny because...
Or maybe he's just a cannibal and I want to see him in a cannibal role again.
But he's accusing them of being cannibals. But he is getting pretty intense.
Yeah, it seems like he's kind of really enjoying leaning into this imagery.
Yeah. During the break, I was looking up like TV dads for the like whole dad joke thing.
Oh, yeah?
And Bryan Cranston.
I did think about that.
I think we already cast him in something.
Did we?
But he does both the like funny Malcolm in the Middle dad with dad jokes and then also kind of the dark Breaking Bad style. So he could also be a candidate for this.
We have not cast him yet.
Oh, we haven't?
No.
Oh, we've just talked about it, but we haven't cast him yet.
Wow. It's true. He might be good for this.
Yeah.
A lot of range.
All right. Sorry, Ray.
A lot of range.
Ray, really appreciate you coming in last minute. And we thought it was going to be a good fit, but then it turns out we're
going to pass.
The role developed in a way we weren't expecting, and it's nothing against you.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to keep you in our files. We'll definitely call you back in anytime we need another dad. So just don't worry, but thank you. Now we're gonna call up Bryan Cranston's people.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So, but you know, we'll definitely see you again. So don't fret. We want to just find the right role for you, you know, to really serve the project. Okay, continuing on. Now played by Bryan Cranston. Then they will cry to Yahweh, but he will not answer them. Yes, he will hide his face from them at that time, because they have made their deeds evil. Thus, says Yahweh concerning the prophets who lead my people astray, for those who feed their teeth, they proclaim peace. And whoever doesn't provide for their mouths, they prepare war against him. What?
I never thought of, if I'm being fed, I never really thought of that going to my teeth necessarily, although I guess the teeth are
enamel,
all
right?
up in that process.
They're involved.
Yeah, like
for sure.
What, calcium and stuff? Yeah.
I don't know how it has to do with that, but sure.
Or no, well, what are you saying? Is it that those who feed their teeth? Oh, I see. I thought that we were talking about like the minerals and stuff that get into our body.
Oh, it's like those who give them like a good calcium supplement.
Yes, like go to teeth and go to various other parts of the body.
Okay, all right.
That's what I mean.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is to those people then. Therefore, night is over you with no vision, and it is dark to you that you may not divine. And the sun will go down on the prophets, and the day will be black over them. The seers shall be disappointed, and the diviners confounded. Yes, they shall cover their lips, for there is still no answer from God. End quote.
Whoa.
But as for me, I am full of power by the Spirit of Yahweh. Okay, this is perfect. He's like, I am the one who knocks.
Indeed.
I am the one who prophesies. And of judgment and of might, to declare to Jacob his disobedience and to Israel his sin.
Listen, Jacob's super dead by now.
Yeah, but you know, it's his peeps.
Yeah.
Please, listen to this, you heads of the house of Jacob and rulers of the house of Israel who abhor justice and pervert all equity. They build up Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity. Her leaders judge for bribes, and her priests teach for a price, and her prophets of it tell fortunes for money. Yet they lean on Yahweh.
Well, so I have to pause you. Because what I see is her prophets of it tell fortunes for money.
Oh yeah, fortunes
is what's written in mine.
Yeah, fortunes. You're right.
I'm assuming they mean fortunes.
Okay.
Fortunes.
Fortnight turn.
What do you think is a fortune, and how does it distinguish from a fortune?
Like a fortune's what's going to happen, and a forturn is like what turn you should take on the road in order to get a fortune.
So it's like a GPS.
Yeah, they do GPS for money. That's what they do.
There you go. Got it.
So they do all those things. Yet they lean on Yahweh and say, isn't Yahweh in the midst of us? No, disaster will come on us. Therefore, Zion, for your sake, will be plowed like a field, and Jerusalem will become heaps of rubble, and the mountains of the temple like the high places of a forest. I didn't quite understand that last burn there, but sure.
Yeah, that's fun, though. That's fun. Okay, I'm going to bring us home with chapter 4. But in the latter days, it will happen that the mountain of Yahweh's temple will be established on the top of the mountains. Wait, the mountain will be on top of the mountains. Wow, double mountains across the sky.
Top of a mountain. There'll be mountains upon mountains.
And
just like Everest times 2.
Yeah. And it will Everest Prime.
Yeah.
And it will be exalted above the hills, and peoples will stream to it. Many nations will go and say, "Come and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh and to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths."
I think he's prophesying.
God, I thought that said pants for a second.
We'll walk in his pants.
Yeah.
Very comfy.
I think he's prophesying Netflix and like streaming services. I think that's
they're going to stream the mountain.
And that's how we're going to learn how to live and, you know, what to do.
Cool.
Yeah. For out of Zion will go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. And he will judge between many peoples and will decide concerning strong nations afar off. They will beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. We're back the other direction.
Yep, good. The last prophet had us turning them into weapons.
We're going to start having some issues with structural integrity of our various agricultural tools / weapons if we keep doing it back and forth.
Well, hopefully they can make more, you know.
You would hope, but I don't know. This day and age, you got to keep that stuff precious. You can't just go down to the Fred Meyer and buy another pruning hook, you know?
That's true.
It's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Nation will
do they
not
sell pruning hooks at Fred Meyer? Hold on a second.
I'll bet you they do.
Where the heck is Fred? What is Fred Meyer? Is that like a Ralph's or something?
Yeah, Fred Meyer is a big box store chain that exists basically everywhere but California.
Got it.
And yes, they do sell pruning hooks.
And Arizona. I don't know what that is.
They do sell pruning hooks. I was literally just there in their gardening center. So
okay.
Now you know.
Right.
Well.
Nation will not lift up sword against nation, neither will they learn war anymore. But they will sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree.
Oh, good. We're
and
back.
No one will make them afraid. For the mouth of Yahweh of hosts has spoken. Indeed, all the nations may walk in the name of their gods, but we will walk in the name of Yahweh our God forever and ever. In that day, wait, hold on.
In that day,
sorry.
comma.
There's a new quotation, head spinning. Okay, quotation. In that day, says Yahweh, I will assemble that which is lame, and I will gather that which is driven away, and that which I have afflicted. And I will make that which was lame a remnant, and that which was cast off a strong nation. And Yahweh will reign over them on Mount Zion from then on, even forever. You, tower of the flock, the hill of the daughter of Zion, to you it will come. Yes, the former dominion will come, the kingdom of the daughter of Jerusalem. Now, why do you cry out loud? Is there no king in you? Has your counselor perished? Has your counselor perished that pains have taken a hold of you as a woman in travail? Drink.
Oh, drink for women in travail.
Mm-hmm. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. Drink again.
Oh, gosh. Oh, boy.
For now you will go forth out of the city and will dwell in the field and will come even to Babylon. There you will be rescued. There Yahweh will redeem you from the hand of your enemies. Now, many nations have assembled against you that say, let her be defiled and let our eye gloat over Zion.
Yikes.
But they don't know the thoughts of Yahweh, neither do they understand his counsel, for he has gathered them like the sheaves to the threshing floor. Arise and thresh, daughter of Zion, for I will make your horn iron, and I will make your hoofs brass.
Oh.
And
okay.
You will beat in pieces many peoples, and I will devote their gain to Yahweh and their substance to the Lord of the whole earth.
Like a woman in travail.
Exactly. Beating people into pieces.
Yeah.
Is this like the biblical version of like abs of steel?
Ooh, I like that.
Hooves of iron and what was it?
Horns of iron and hooves of brass.
Hooves of brass. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like
I don't know. Horns of iron sounds like a gentleman's club to me.
Oh,
that is
goodness.
Good too.
Yikes.
Yeah. I'd join that club. Sounds good.
Oh, would you?
Would you?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Wow. Well, that was it for Micah for now.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston, I think, still going strong.
Yeah,
I think we made the right choice.
Yeah.
This is going to end up in the IMDb trivia.
Not any other characters.
Where they're going to be like, originally Ray Romano was brought in for the role.
But he ended up passing, and then they went with a much better choice, Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Awkward. Yeah. Okay, so we have another week of that, and then we'll be done with Micah. But first, guess what time it is?
Now it's time for Silly Psalms with DBS, the part of the show where DBS comes out and reads Psalm 100.
A psalm of thanksgiving. Psalm 100. Shout for joy to Yahweh, all you lands. Serve Yahweh with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know that Yahweh, he is God. It is he who has made us, and we are his. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and bless his name, for Yahweh is good. His loving kindness endures forever. His faithfulness to all generations.
Oh, I love that. Psalm 100, tiny but terrific.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Beautiful.
We done. Yeah.
This is the one that I made a song of, that I sang at my church.
Oh.
Wait, Psalms 100 was? This one that we just read?
Yeah, this is the one, but the NIV translation, which is shout for joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful songs.
Oh,
yep,
cute.
That was, and I'm pretty sure I picked it because it was 100. I was just like, that's a cool number. I'll do that one.
And it's short.
100. Did you make like your own version of the whole thing?
Yeah, no, like I wrote an original song.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
To these words. And you know what's funny though is reading it, I'm not sure I even used all the words. There's only 5 verses, and I think I only used like half of them, and you just repeat it a lot.
Yeah.
But
that's really all you need for any kind of contemporary Christian music. You need 5 words at most.
That's fine. Yeah, an A, B, A. Yeah, bridge. You're good.
Yeah, people in the chat are going wild. People really want to hear it. Do you remember anything about how it went?
Oh gosh. Okay, here, let me stop the psalm music.
The way that Christian songs go, you could make it up again right now, and chances are very good that it would be very similar to what you came up with.
Okay, give me a moment to think about this, and then maybe we'll record a short little bonus, and I'll try to remember the song.
Ooh.
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Fun.
Okay.
But first, it's time
101?
For 101, yeah. Psalm 101, a psalm by David. I will sing of loving kindness and justice. To you, Yahweh, I will sing praises. I will be careful to live a blameless life. When will you come to me? Oh, yeah. Okay, we're back to David, right? Got to really get that eroticism, that very intimate connection with God.
That erotic longing.
Eroticism, yes.
I will walk within my house with a blameless heart. I will set no vile thing before my eyes. I hate the deeds of faithless men. They will not cling to me. A perverse heart will be far from me. I will have nothing to do with evil. I will silence whoever secretly slanders his neighbor. I won't tolerate one who is arrogant and conceited. I think he's filling out like his dating profile. It's like, no arrogant or conceited people.
The only person who's going to fit this are Jonathan and God, though.
Exactly.
Right, no arrogance and conceit, no secret slander, no, I don't know what are the things people put on their dating profiles these days that are really catty. No emotional unavailability.
There you go.
No burners.
Oh yeah, I hate the deeds of faithless men. They will not cling to me. That's a good dating profile. You know what? Yeah. I should just copy and paste this.
That's good.
Into my dating profile.
There you go.
The whole thing.
Okay.
Perfect.
My eyes will be on the faithful of the land, that they may dwell with me. He who walks in a perfect way, he will serve me. You got to have a good swagger in your walk in order to be with me.
Perfect walk.
He who practices deceit won't dwell within my house. He who speaks falsehood won't be established before my eyes. Morning by morning, I will destroy all the wicked of the land to cut off the workers of iniquity from Yahweh's city. Mic drop.
Whoa, David.
That ended kind of savagely. It was
wow.
Like, whoa.
Yeah.
There you go.
It just got really intense at the end. I will destroy them all.
He did.
Well, he's really internalizing being with Yahweh because Yahweh's the rock, and rock is always talking about candy asses and stuff like that. He's trying on, kind of like when you're in a relationship with somebody, you get a little subsumed maybe in your identity and interests. He's trying it on.
Yeah. And then he probably was like, oh, this feels a little weird. I don't know if I can do this.
I don't know. It's too intense.
I don't know. Is this me? I don't know.
Yeah. Is it me? I'm not sure. Beautiful. Alrighty, everyone. That was fun. Next week, we're going to finish off Micah. We'll see what happens to this fun boy.
Oh, yeah. Bryan Cranston's going to bring... Any predictions, you think, where we're going to go, Emily?
Same old, I'm assuming. I don't know. Maybe he'll get eaten by a whale and then it'll be super awesome. We'll see. Thank you for joining us for Bible study today. If you want to join the audience in our live stream shows, follow us on Twitch at Drunk Bible Study or go to drunkbiblestudy.com/live. If you want even more Drunk Bible Study, including early releases, cocktail recipes, personal toast on the show, and more, become one of our patrons at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and then write us a nice review on iTunes, letting other people know what you like about it. You can also join fellow listeners in the Drunk Bible Study Fans and Fellowship Facebook group. Find us on Twitter at Drunk Bible Cast, on Instagram at Drunk Bible Study, and send us an email to info@drunkbiblestudy.com. Drunk Bible Study is created and produced by Jace Lindgren, Dedeker Winston, and me, Emily Matlack. Our theme song is Book Club by Josh and Anand from their album Home of the. For more information, visit us at drunkbiblestudy.com.
I made a memory about your dad.